home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I do not own the rights to this music. Tell them this is jam. I'm supposed to find love again. I came back to let you know got a thing for you, and I can't let it go.
Here we go, here we go. 180! White.
Garoppolo on first down. And his first one is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They know that he can do it open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
13!
Now Garoppolo.
Give me that.
And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete and now 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
That daddy.
Big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Bravo!
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
In my world, only you.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. On 1st and goal, Howard.
There, come on
Stopped up
now.
after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Get in there.
They'll try again with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike
You got lucky the last time.
opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Incomplete.
But we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quicker. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Throw left side caught by Goodwin. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary
Zach
call,
Brown's just right there.
You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One, Omaha. Go.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Here we go. Like 80. Hey, gun.
They'll try to run with Breida. Across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
What's going on now? In a row.
I don't think you can lift that up, Zoe.
I can.
All right, leave it alone.
Points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Pick it up, G. Check.
On first, they go right back to Howard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Wentz's throw into the hands of Aguilar. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On first down, Wentz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Hey, box truck, box truck. 51
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. These two teams all tied after one. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
11. Check. He's Alpha.
Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Watch twins. Watch 11. 12. 53. Mike. Here we go. Kill. 6 guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
11. 65. Check 31. Alert 3.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Here we go. Back man. Waiting. 59. Watch the screen. I'm bringing it to you.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Howard has the 1st down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. The under pressure, and they got to him again. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
21. Here we go. Spud. 12, fellas. Here we go.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo, he'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
11. Hey, come on.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into heavy traffic, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
7 yards there and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Go to the mic. Kill. She's coming after you. She's coming after you. Big ass. Hey, C6.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
You got block me. You got block me. Go.
Now Wentz, I think this is going to be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Maddox. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz breaks over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Wentz. This is caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it now with Sproles. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Darren Sproles as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Hey, wahoo! 21.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Wynn's going to try and throw on third. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Mark 38! Mark 38! Mark 38! Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Wentz now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Check safety, check safety. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
13.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, high 7.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar there to make the grab. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10.
Hey, dude.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Fletcher Cox, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I don't know who that is.
Hey, Haywood.
What?
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
No, I don't know who that is.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 2. Hey, Delta.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. A gain there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
21. Hey, exit.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Deuce. He's checking. He's checking.
Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, Orbit. Hey, watch your leg. Kill. Jim, 12.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vinny Curry. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Check. 21. Here we go. Go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Graham picks up his 2nd.
Picks? Ew. Anybody want to play? You want me to send it? You got it. You sending it? Who trying to play? All right.
Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in.
You want me to come to yours or you coming to mine?
Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition.
Alright, well, I'm gonna come to yours then.
The opposition and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like. Let you know, it's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We got this.
All right.
We're 20. Watch it slap.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Switch it. General West. Kill. Turn up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Boston Scott, his first carry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Carson, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. With it is Jackson. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Seahawks got Clowney. That'll be on the next update.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check 53. Got it. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Play action. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Wentz. Out to the left there and complete to Howard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing his Wentz. It's over the middle. 30. 10.
Get out of here, Bobby.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he's in. Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a hit. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more caught? Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Steps away to his left, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part.
Oh, my goodness.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On third down, it's Carson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Next loose.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's checking rip on 2, right here. Watch twins. Kill. 6 guard, check 6 guard. 49, check 49, check 49. Hatchet. Rip on 7. Hey, Foxtrot. Max 50. Here it goes. Hey, Max 50.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
82. 54 is Mike. Check. Alpha. 54. Watch the run. Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first is Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vinny Curry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carson. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 12, Wilson eluding the pressure right to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Running with Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game.
Nah. You don't know nothing about no good music. Nah, ain't no Red Bull. That's a Bud Light.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Steps away. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Play action. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Give me that.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run with Howard. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Now Wentz on third down. And Jeffrey's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Out of the gun, this is Howard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Howard. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On third down, this is Howard. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
Anybody else want to play? What? All good. to play? All right.
This game here taking us, no rubber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curve, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the ground is dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, nah. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no. I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumping. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no. I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
PPP love, time to bring the bass burn.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a fine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like rape bands. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. No both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know the click. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know the click. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. Make a shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool down, let it simmer. See him mad, got him better. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm so sad. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game. it'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems, only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we back up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Get back up, get back up.
Anybody want to play? Hold on, let me see if, oh boy.
Stop wiping it down with the plane hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the man dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top down, taking it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. You better call back up. I don't play
Andrew, stop before the bus, boy.
My name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna play with you. Man, I gotta come clean. With you. I've been on my every
In the room.
when I drop, look at shorty, she support ride, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side.
That's gonna be the next week's update. Sending
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Go. 180. Mark 38. No. Hey, check 24.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Wentz going to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Elliott a 1st down and more. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 36 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Howard. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Wentz now to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Into the red zone. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On third down, Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Get over here.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott, flush to his right. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This is Elliott. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Running with Elliott, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Let's go, defense. Get on the field, defense. 48, 48 Mike. Let's find 7. Here we go, yeah. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Hey, pick. Let's find 2. Let's find 2. 36. Check the great 57. Safety creep.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at the top.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 72 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Lefty. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check 26. Check 26.
Now Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 45 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Great 15. Great 15. Check. Hang in there.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 36 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Eagles 21. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Again, it's Elliott. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Elliott. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Elliott. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy.